with Raw last week drawing its joint second highest rating in history, going head-to-head with Nitro with momentum trending upwards. All signs were pointing to May 10, 1999 as the night all records will be shattered to unreachable levels, with Raw having the entire wrestling viewership available on Monday night for the first time since last May. The corporate ministry and union arrived to the Orlando Arena, building up a confrontation between the groups for later in the show, with Raw continuing the recent format change of starting the show with a match and instead have a massive viewership gain for the Big Star Power promo segment in the second quarter, opening with a Kane vs Billy Gunn match going 5 minutes, with Raw already breaking records from the first quarter, starting with its highest ever opening audience with a 6.7 rating and over 7.4 million viewers. Vince McMahon and the Union were out next, with Vince cutting a promo on Shane saying that he turned his back on the family and calling him and the corporate ministry out to the ring, as Shane responded that he doesn't need Vince's family, just as Shawn Michaels appeared on the Titantron, looking to top the loaded card Shane booked last week with a unique lineup of 8 matches for tonight. Michaels first added Vince as the second special referee to the Austin Taker Over the Edge title match, before going on to book several corporation versus union matches, with the main event featuring a Big Star Power 6-man tag match with Rock Austin and Vince against Taker, Hunter and Shane, before revealing himself under the security mask in the building as the special referee, with this segment bumping Raw over 1.3 million viewers to a record 7.8 rating. With the highest rated quarter in history set just last week during a Taker vs Big Show match doing a 7.3 rating, Raw entered territory never seen before next, with the first segment to ever reach the 8 rating mark, featuring Big Show vs Paul Bearer, with Show calling out Undertaker to the ring to another factions brawl, along with the Sable vs Debra evening gown match promoted last week, with Michaels putting the stipulation of Debra winning the belt if Sable doesn't show up, in what would end up being Sable's last appearance in her original run with the company, leaving as one of the biggest viewership movers in the business before going on to sue McMahon for over $100 million in the next few months, with Raw's third quarter jumping to an 8.2 rating and over 9.1 million viewers, becoming the first quarter in history to cross both rating and viewership marks, with Raw not dropping below the 8 rating mark for the rest of the night. Over an hour before Raw went on the air on the USA Network, the company taped several matches for the weekend TV shows, with the only match taped which didn't make the air being Owen Hart vs Kurt Angle. Angle, who made his TV debut 2 months earlier on Heat from his hometown of Pittsburgh, was regularly working dark matches on the road on TV tapings and house shows in preparation to his official debut in the next few months. Raw closed out the first hour with a Test vs Bossman nightstick on a pole match going 7 minutes, with the top of the hour quarter seeing the return of Cactus Jack in a hardcore handicap match, with the show continuing to climb in viewership in every segment, reaching 8.3 to 8.4 ratings and over 9.4 million viewers. Raw continued to set new milestones, with the biggest quarter coming between 10:15 to 10:30, featuring 2 matches in the quarter, first with the Acolytes lumberjack match with Farooq and Bradshaw trying to talk each other out of it before both going for the swerve to start the match, while minutes later the second match saw the posse facing Patterson and Brisco in a loser leaves the company match, with Patterson and Brisco coming out to Hulk Hogan's Real American entrance song to a big reaction, with Brisco, who made a reference earlier to beating Flair, using the figure 4 for the finish to end with Patterson doing the Hogan posing routine, as the quarter, which jumps to an 8.6 rating and around 9.8 million viewers, became the highest rated quarter in wrestling cable TV history. Raw had its longest match of the night next, with Venis vs Jeff Jarrett going 8 minutes, after the last few weeks of build ending with Debra turning on Val to cost him the match. With WCW coming off the Slamboree pay-per-view last night and only coming back to television next Monday due to the upcoming Thunder episode already taped on April 30th, Raw faced competition from the NBA playoffs during the regular WCW timeslot from 9 to 11, with 2 NBA games on TNT drawing 1.2 and 1.4 rating, combined not doing close to the regular Nitro viewership, and with Raw on the night drawing 7 times the viewership head-to-head. Raw's final quarter opened with a Shamrock vs Chyna match, as Raw remained over 9.4 million viewers for the entire second hour, with the show overall gaining over 50% of the WCW viewership from last Monday. The main event entrances took place at 10:55 p.m. with both Rock and Austin, similar to last week, making their first appearances on the night almost past 11 p.m., with the match crossing into the overrun, gaining over a million viewers to a record-breaking 9.2 rating and over 10.4 million viewers, making it the highest-rated and most-watched segment of wrestling on cable television in history, and the highest viewership for a single wrestling show in general since the WWF's Saturday Night Main Event NBC specials in the early 90s. The match turned into a three-way brawl between the top 3 programs, with Austin vs Taker, Rock vs Hunter, and Vince vs Shane, ending up with Austin taking out Shane to close the show, as Raw surpassed all expectations, drawing a huge 8.1 rating, one of the highest-rated weekly shows in cable history for any genre, with the massive number getting the company big media coverage across the board, averaging over 9.1 million viewers for the entire 2-hour program.